Good morning. Thank you for attending another one of the Master Gardeners series and the VCE Loudoun at Home webinars. My name is Barbara Bailey, and today we're going to be talking about the My Backyard program offered through the Loudoun County Master Gardeners. I am the Community Engagement Coordinator in charge of the Master Gardener program and actually helped put together this program for Loudoun County. So our session pleasantries, as I like to say, is you have been muted and your video is not live. If you have a question, please use the chat box, which should be at the bottom of your screen. It says chat, and if you click on that, you can ask a question at any time. And Sue will let me know when you have a question and I will answer it. So what is the My Backyard program? What you're looking at is a trail sign that the Master Gardeners had created by a professional sign company. So we're very, very proud of this sign. It will be located at the Master Gardeners Demonstration Garden at Ida Lee Park. And the county has also purchased one of these signs to put at the Briar Patch Park in Sterling, Virginia. So the Master Gardeners came up with this My Backyard program. We have to give a nod to Clemson and their Carolina yards because that's what really got it started. And it was developed to assist and guide residents with best management practices for their lawns and gardens, with the ultimate goal being natural resource conservation. So here's a slide that just talks a little bit about the program overview. Again, I said the goal is natural resource conservation. So it's based on 10 yard actions, which are horticulture principles. And here's the 10. So it's very easy. Maintain healthy soil, recycle yard waste, be wise when you fertilize, reduce stormwater runoff, right plant, right place, mulch matters. Yes, it really does matter. Grow native and remove your invasives, manage yard pests, and of course, water wisely. So these 10 horticulture principles are detailed on our website page. They utilize scientific resources and publications to empower the community with education to do the right thing. There's a self-certification using our Yardstick Scorecard, which I will obviously go into. And you can then purchase a yard display for recognition. And you also get a certificate once you have certified your property. So the ideology is basically become a Chesapeake Bay Watershed Partner using environmentally sound best management practices. It's actually a cost savings to the homeowner or the property owner because you're doing the right thing. You do it yourself, you do it right, a sense of ownership, and it's all in one package on our website. Very easy to access. The Yardstick Scorecard, well, it actually guides the process and evaluates the actions that you're taking to do the right thing and assigns points to them, which are inches. The scorecard totals the inches automatically. If you reach 36 inches, which is a yardstick, you meet the minimum and you can certify your property. Here's what the scorecard looks like. It's very easy. It is in Excel. It automatically populates once you have said, I've done this principle. Check. And so the first one right here, number 1, and I will talk about this in a minute. It automatically will populate 4 inches if you had completed that yard action. So let's get started. I'm going to attempt to share my screen and go into our website to walk you through the actual process. There we go. Hopefully everybody can see that. Let me know if you can't in the little chat box. All right. So as you can see, you go into the loudouncountymastergardeners.org website. You look at programs. The very first item is My Backyard. These are actually the 10 yard actions that I went over, all in one place. So let's look at something very easy. Maintain healthy soil. All right. Ooh, it worked. All right. So each yard action has this introductory page, maintain healthy soil. So the very first paragraphs talk about, well, why is that important? Then there is a cute little video, anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes long, that tells you exactly how to do it. Here's the scorecard measure. So to maintain healthy soil, well, how do you know if you have healthy soil? You have to take a soil test. You do a soil sample. And if you do that, you get 4 inches. So remember back to that scorecard, the very first item on that scorecard was, I did a soil sample. I know what my soil has. I got 4 inches. And then here's all the resources below. These are Virginia Tech publications. Some of them are Clemson, some of them are North Carolina. All the land-grant universities, scientific information is published here that helps you figure out, well, now what do? I got my soil test. Well, here's building healthy soil. So here's what that publication looks like. It tells you how to build it, how to improve it. But again, here we go. You need to test your soil to know what's in it. So that's a very, very easy one in the healthy soil bit. All right. So let's go into another one. Hopefully the internet stays with us. Yes. Let's look at be wise when you fertilize. And that's really an important subject right now as people are out and about in their yards and trying to figure out what to do. Some people are fertilizing their lawns, some people are fertilizing their shrubs, and does it really need it? Well, probably not. You need, if you read this paragraph, it tells you, well, how do I know when I need to fertilize? Well, guess what? It goes back to that soil sample. But it also talks about landscape plants. You need to walk around and look at your plants. Don't just assume they need fertilization. You need to look at them. Are they not performing well? Do they have discolored leaves and things like that? So you really need to know your landscape before you just start putting down fertilizer. And a big part of this, be wise when you fertilize, is the lawn. You see many people this time of year fertilizing your lawn. Was that really what needs to happen? Probably not. What do you need? A soil test. So here it talks about how to take care of your lawn. Be wise when you fertilize. Here's a very good video from Virginia Tech on actual fall fertilization. That's really when you should be fertilizing your lawn. I'd also like to talk just briefly about our Healthy Virginia Lawn program, which is available to homeowners, where they will come out and take a soil test. They actually measure the backyard. They take soil tests. They are sent to the lab at Virginia Tech, where a report comes back. It tells you everything that's in your soil, the pH, the phosphorus, and things like that. And the Master Gardeners take it one step further with a nutrient management planner, combining all this information and putting it in a 25 to 30 page report on, wow, how do you really take care of your yard? It talks about weeds. It talks about the types of fertilization and when you need to put it down, how much to put down, and things like that. Everything a homeowner, lawn person wants to know to take care of their lawn responsibly. Best management practices. Don't over fertilize. So as you see, you go down and then it talks about, well, what are the points you get in the My Backyard for using the Healthy Virginia Lawn, for doing the right fertilization. So simply walking around your yard, you can get 2 inches to notice what's going on in your landscape. That's 2 inches towards your Yardstick Scorecard. Healthy Virginia Lawns, if you contact us when we are open, at this point we're not open due to the health crisis, but when we open back up, if you contact the Master Gardeners to do the Healthy Virginia Lawns, that's 4 inches. And again, down at the bottom here are our extensive resources on taking care of your lawn, fertilizing your landscape, trees, and shrubs. All right. That's a little more difficult one, but it's very important. Let's also talk about reducing stormwater runoff. All right. Reducing stormwater runoff is key to keeping a healthy watershed. Everybody in Loudoun County is part of a watershed. So if we can reduce the stormwater runoff that may have sediment, which is dirt, may have fertilizer in case someone has over-fertilized, any type of insecticide, pesticides that are overused on your lawn might run off into the street and go directly into the storm drain. And that storm drain goes directly to the watershed. There is no plant that takes the water from a storm drain and cleans it before it gets into the watershed and ultimately the Potomac River. So this actual action here talks about, well, how can I reduce stormwater? Why is it so important? And I'm going to go ahead and play this little video for you because they are master gardeners that actually walk around someone's home and tell them what they can do to help.
The other thing that we want to see in a yard is some attention to controlling runoff from your property.
This has all the makings of a site that's going to have erosion problems.
Yeah.
Now that I think about the topography of our backyard, definitely, the slant has become a little more accentuated.
With your concern for the stream that's nearby,
Yeah.
and for the river, you want to keep all the sediment,
Yeah.
on your own property.
I noticed that at most of the corners of your house, maybe not all of them, you've got rain barrels. So that helps to filter out the debris from the roof before it gets into the watershed. Rain gardens are designed to slow the runoff of water.
Rain gardens can be any size. You can locate a rain garden off of your downspout, for example, and it can be just, maybe 10 by 10.
So this rain garden here takes all of the water coming off from this downspout.
Yes,
And it's
and it
huge.
pours off.
Right.
I mean, what you're doing essentially is taking the water from here, slowing it down, holding it until it filtrates into the ground.
By planting native plants, they adapt to the area. So when you get rain, they can absorb the water and the pollutants. But if you don't have rain, they're not going to die.
So what a great little video. Under 2 minutes, it tells you what you can do in your yard to help percolate that stormwater and slow it down from running in and creating bad things that go into the water. So here are my backyard measures, which is the credits that you get. Simply mowing your lawn to the correct height. Don't cut it all the way down. Don't cut it in half. Cut it by thirds, gives you 2 inches. Sweeping your grass clippings right back into your yard and not allowing them to flow down to a storm drain, again, 3 inches. So there's the measures you can take. Quite a few here under the stormwater management because that's one of our key pieces of the My Backyard program. Here are all the resources: rooftop redirection, rain barrels, which they talked about, rain gardens, riparian buffers. All of this information tells the homeowner what they can do and how they can do it to help slow down the stormwater runoff. Very easy. All right. I do want to go into mulch matters because that's a great time of year that people are putting mulch out right now. So this page tells you why does mulch matter. It tells you how much mulch you actually need, rather than piling up against a tree or putting 5 or 6 inches underneath your plants and basically burying them. It tells you the proper amount of mulch you need, the proper way to spread it. Here's a video on putting mulch around a tree. You need to keep it 3 inches away from the base of a tree, only 3 inches deep, and at a minimum 3 inches out. You do not put in a mulch volcano. So that's what these videos talk about. Here are the measures for our scorecard, basically the inches that you get for doing it. And here you go. If you mulch a tree correctly, root the shrubs and the plants in the beds, you get 4 inches for that. Here's all our resources and publications, again, that tell you scientifically reasons why that makes sense. You're doing the right thing. And these are everything that master gardeners talk about at our garden clinics, at our help desks, and things like that. Any of our talks, we're talking about environmentally friendly practices, best management practices. So now what? You've gone in, you've looked at a few of them. I do challenge you after we're done to look at all of them, go into all 10 of these. So let's say you're ready to certify your yard. So here's the page that tells you, well, I want to certify my yard. Or you think you're ready to certify your yard now, come to this page first and print that scorecard and walk around your yard. Let me pull up the scorecard. Here it is. It is in Excel, so hopefully everybody can do that. So I'll show you, do a soil test. Well, I did that. I got 4 points. Oh, we didn't talk about recycle yard waste, but it talks about maintaining compost pile. Well, oh yeah, I do that. Do you use it in your yard? Absolutely do. Come on down, my fertilization. Have I walked around my yard? Absolutely. I only fertilize when directed. And I obviously only fertilize my lawn in the fall. So you go through and you click all of these measures that you do or you're going to do based on the research and the scientific information that is on all of those web pages. We come all the way down. Oh, I've already got 41 inches and I didn't even finish checking all the boxes that I've checked. I've already certified my property. So you fill in your name, your address, your acreage. We need that to report to the county. We do get credit for the acreage that is under a My Backyard program. And you save this as a file name with your last name in it, and you send it to this email, My Backyard. It then gets verified that you have checked enough boxes and you have a minimum of 36 inches, and you will receive a certificate. Let me go back. Here's your Watershed Partner certificate. You certified it. Congratulations. You can also purchase this Watershed Partner yard flag for $20 if that's something that you would like to do. So my challenge to those of you that have sat through this presentation is take the plunge, walk around with your family. What else do you have to do these next couple of days? Certify your property, print that scorecard, walk around your property, get it certified. You become a certified Watershed Partner, and that way you're using environmentally sound practices. Spread the word, challenge your neighbors. Across the fence, of course, make sure you stay 6 feet away. But I think it's a great way to get everybody involved in doing the right thing to save our watersheds and ultimately save the Chesapeake Bay. So my challenge to the Master Gardeners that are on this session that have not certified their property is to get it certified in the next couple of weeks. You'll earn 2 hours of continuing education if you've done so. And if there's any Master Gardeners that have already certified their property that are on this call, they can get 3 hours of continuing education credits for that. So that's my challenge. I'm finished. Do we have any questions?
No questions in the chat box.
All right then. Thank you so much for coming to our 3rd presentation on the Master Gardeners virtual classes. Everybody stay safe. Oh, we do have a question. What do the inches mean? So the inches are nothing more than a way that we have said it's points. So it's just awarding a points. Like when basketball, you shoot a basket, you get 2 points. So the higher the inches, so something is 4 inches, then that means it's more important action that you can take to help make the watershed cleaner. So if you participate in the Healthy Virginia Lawn, that's 4 inches. We really suggest you get a soil test no matter what you do, that's 4 inches. And if you walk around your yard and look what you're doing, that's 2 inches. So the inches were assigned more for the importance of getting something done. So it's to initiate something that's really important to get it done. You get a higher reward for doing that. Are there any more questions? Great question. All right, well, I will end this meeting. Thank you for attending. We will talk to you soon.